How's the sound?
Sounds great.
Yes, check. Give me a check.
Mic check, copy.
Preferable blank check.
A blank check? I will give
Yes.
you a check for like 5 cents.
5 cents plus $1,000.
5 cents minus 3 cents now.
Hey, welcome back to the Bitter Wolf Cave. It is I, the Bitter Wolf here, blah, blah, blah. You already know this shit. Who is this? Welcome back here.
I'm Brandon O, host of Terrorific, a horror film podcast where I talk about horror films.
Terrific. Yes. What is it about?
Currently, I'm in my 3rd season, so I'm breaking down the VHS franchise, ranking segments. So I have my criteria.
Yes.
So I'm breaking them down by story quality, special effects quality.
Yes.
Likelihood of death, and situational fear. There we go.
Let me ask you a quick question. What is the likelihood of death in general?
The likelihood of death in general, for
Yes.
most people, it's probably like 100%. So I think for you, probably also around 100% or so, maybe even a little bit higher. Sometimes I think you live a little bit recklessly. So I could see you being like 115%, somewhere about there.
I see you've watched my show before.
I have indeed. I know you're about your proclivities with glory holes as well. So
you're here to fight. I can sense that. I like it. 1 point for you.
Yeah.
Oh no! I was looking over there. That's where I normally keep my laundry detergent.
What do you do with your laundry detergent? I feel like you might do some wild stuff with it. Yeah, I thought so.
What's your favorite thing to drink?
My favorite thing to drink is probably water. I recently started drinking like flavored water, ice, sparkling ice. So they have
living on the edge.
Yeah, I'm a wild boy. They have like a sweet tea and lemonade flavor, and it's pretty delicious.
So what else do you talk about on your terrific podcast?
It's actually Terrorific. Yeah, Terrorific. But you're not the first wolf nor person to call it the Terrific podcast. But I'm okay with that, because if people call it terrific, maybe I'll start to believe it myself.
That's what I was trying to do. I was simply trying to get you a boost of confidence.
I appreciate that. You're a good wolf. You're a good wolf. What should I call you, Mr. Wolf? What about B-Dub?
Mr. Wolf is my father. B-Dub is great.
All right, B-Dub. So other things that I talk about on the podcast, basically I approach it from the perspective of I'm like in the movie itself and how I would react in those situations. So I kind of like lean into the absurdity and call out, these questionable decisions that people are making and some of the wild things that are happening on screen.
Hey, what's the wildest thing you've ever seen happen on screen besides me drinking a bunch of laundry detergent?
Similar to that, I watched Beau is Afraid recently, and there's a scene where someone drinks a lot of paint. So that
delicious.
Yeah. I don't think she thought it was very delicious though, because it didn't really turn out very well for her. Yeah. Also recently watching VHS Viral, one of the segments in there, Parallel Monsters, has people who have demonic / living genitals. So that was also interesting to see.
What does that mean?
So a guy's penis had eyes and a mouth.
Okay, let's just stop here. This is going way off the rails.
Okay,
why do you ask such deeply personal questions?
I just try to get to know people when I'm talking to them.
You said you read the contract.
I didn't get a contract. Well, I got something that was like written in crayon. Was that the contract? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay,
let's move on. You're not supposed to reveal those sorts of details.
Oh, my apologies.
Yes, I did graduate kindergarten, by the way, just so everyone knows. Okay, sign the NDA. Okay, before we finish this episode.
I got you.
All right. So I have a question here. Let me consult the notes. I've been told I need to be a lot more professional, so I did tons of research about you and your terrific podcast. Let me consult the ancient text. As you get older, you have to play accordion sometimes. You're so good at editing.
You think so? I appreciate that.
Yeah. What is that?
What's my editing approach?
No, what is editing? I read it in the notes here as a question.
Oh, what is editing? Editing is when you take some footage or audio recording, and you arrange it in a way that makes it more cohesive. So you take out any awkward moments, like talking
Like
about
this one.
genitalia. Yeah.
Yes.
And you try to get it in a presentable fashion to show to the masses or the two people who listen to Terrorific.
Thank you for explaining editing. I thought it was whenever you eat less foods when you try to lose weight.
That's a little bit different. That sounds more like dieting. But I can understand the confusion there. Yeah.
You do not give me very good notes in this preparation. Let me try another one here.
Can you see? Looks like you're having a little bit of trouble over there.
You know, as you get older, you start to play a little bit of accordion, you know?
Yeah. How old are you exactly, B-Dub?
Ooh, wouldn't you like to know, buddy?
I would say somewhere between, like, you know what? I won't even say it. We'll say you're like 6 months. You look very young and strapping. How about that?
I am 6'7".
6'7". Wow. Okay. You're on that. I cannot stand that.
I'm sorry. I forgot you're a father. I didn't mean to give you PTSD.
Yeah. Luckily, my kids don't say it very often, but when they do, I'm just like, all right. So y'all are on that too. And my wife works at a school as well. I'm sure she hears it all day, every day. But
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to traumatize you again.
Yeah.
Well, how many kids do you have? That's great.
4 kids, an 8-year-old, 2 6-year-olds, and a 3-year-old.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Do you have any dad jokes that you tell them?
I had one recently, but now I cannot remember it. You know, like I told you, my memory it's not what it used to be. So I'm 35 now. I've gone downhill apparently.
Oh, the fuck asked. Okay, so let's see.
I'm sorry.
All right, so let's get back to these notes because we got way off topic. Okay, you're so good at editing. Your podcast is terrific.
Terrorific, but also terrific as well. Yes.
Terrorific. What's that?
What's Terrorific?
Yes.
It's a portmanteau of the words terror and terrific. So
it's a port of what?
A portmanteau is when you combine 2 separate words to make one conjoined word, such as brunch, for example, breakfast and lunch.
Yes, I had brunch once at the Port Monteau in Italy. It was brilliant. We were talking about getting older and something about memory. Now that you're 35, and I said, shut up with that.
Yes.
Age.
Yes. Yeah.
Age is just a number. That's why I told you to shut up, because I don't want you to start demotivating yourself.
Yeah, age is a number, and my number keeps climbing, but I guess that's better than the alternative. So
your number keeps climbing, and your number is coming one of these days. But that's one thing we all face together.
That is true. 100% likelihood.
Because I'm off track here. I need something to get me back on topic. And I know that this research that my research assistant did is going to prepare me well for whatever I have for you. So let's see what it is. You like grass. You don't like grass. I read that wrong.
Yeah. I don't like mowing my lawn. That's a tedious chore.
What's that? Did something hurt you in the lawn? There's a horror movie called Blades about the lawnmower that attacks people. Did that happen to you?
Not quite.
Now, let me ask you a question. If I were to sneak into your backyard one day, would you run me over with the lawnmower?
I would try my hardest not to, but can't make any promises. But I would try not to.
That's easy to testify to in court.
I think you're a large enough target to avoid if I tried, so I could probably avoid you. But maybe
you watched enough SVU to know. Wait, that's not the one. You've watched enough CSI Miami to know how to get this done.
I've never seen a single episode of CSI Miami, actually.
Brandon, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What do you dream about whenever you dream of the future? What do you dream of?
Just making a terrific podcast. And whatever happens from there, we'll see.
Okay. So what are your other seasons about?
So the other seasons, season 2, that theme is horrible host and haunted house guest. So I cover horror movies that focus on homes or journeying out somewhere that's like being hosted by somebody. So in that example, it's like Midsummer I covered. I did The Conjuring 1 and 2. Did His House, Insidious, Barbarian.
I love His House.
Yes, His House is an underrated joint. I know a lot of people like it, but it hasn't been seen by as many people, I think, as it needs to be seen by. So
it is brilliant. It's not
Indeed.
just good, it's brilliant.
Indeed. Indeed.
I'm on there every single day looking for a job right now. If anybody wants to hire me, Indeed.com, I'm on there. And what are the others about? Oh, you said horrible hosts.
Yes.
So why didn't you talk about me on there?
Because you're a great host, you know, B-Dub.
You got to be a bit 10
yeah.
points. You're just like, hey, if I kiss his ass, he'll give me a bunch of points. And you were right.
I don't know if I have room to kiss your ass because you have a hand up there right now, but maybe if it, comes out, then
Cha-ching, you got another one. You had cracked the code, buddy.
Yes, I try.
With all your financial mathematical genius.
I am a financial analyst. That is true.
So did you run the numbers on me?
I did, and I don't want to tell you what the numbers came out to be because it might be a little bit lower than you want to hear, but I can't control math. Math is math, so I just need you to be better.
Fuck! I don't have any more points to give out, but here it comes. Why be better when you can be bitter?
That is a very deep philosophical question right there. Why are you so bitter, B-Dub?
That's a very deeply personal question.
I'm sorry. I feel like we're we're vibing right now. I just want to get to know you on the deepest possible level.
This is exactly how we do that. This is as deep as I get. I'm all just exactly everything that you see.
I see.
Is me.
I see. Okay. Respect.
Yes. All right. Let's consult the notes here for the next question because I want to appear to be very professional. Are there any recent horror movies or any movies you've seen recently that you really liked?
Relatively recently, I finally watched Bring Her Back. So that's probably my favorite horror movie this year. I really enjoyed that one. I mean, it's bleak, but I think it's really well done. So I want to give that one a rewatch at some point.
Bring Her Back from where is she?
The Afterlife. So that likelihood of death. What's the Afterlife?
Yes.
That is where you go after you no longer are living in this current realm or plane of existence. Yeah.
What do you mean after life is over? What is that?
Afterlife, that's when you're no longer living, so you're no longer breathing and having your blood pumped through your body. I don't know if you can relate to that personally, but
I don't understand.
Yeah, so humans or living beings as well, they have a finite amount of time on this planet, and when their time runs out, maybe there's an afterlife that they can journey to, and when they're there, I guess, depending on what you believe, maybe if you are a quote unquote good person or good being, then maybe you go to a more pleasant place in the afterlife. And if you're less good or more bad, a worse person, then you go to a less pleasant place in the afterlife. Bring Her Back. There's a person who passes away and journeys to the afterlife, and her mother tries to bring her back through some very nefarious means.
That's you just changed my whole outlook on life in one sitting.
You're welcome.
We need some intense therapy after this. Okay, I'll send you the bill on that, all right?
Listen, I will give you the check for 5 cents. What you do with that is up to you, so.
Okay, well, the good thing is in Wolf World, we have universal health care, so I don't need your 5 cents, buddy.
Is Wolf World like Canada?
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
This is the one thing I've been sitting here wondering this entire time we've been talking.
Okay.
Why should anyone care?
Why should you care about?
Yes, about life.
What? About life?
Yes, it seems so blah.
Yeah, life has some moments that are not the best, but I think it also has moments that are really great. I try to take some enjoyment in some of the little things, just like today, for example. I walked outside this morning. It was just a very sunny, blue sky, cloudless, and it just looked very beautiful. So I just had to take that in and appreciate the fact that I can see that right now. And as a father, I mean, it's always enjoyable seeing my kids grow up and interact with each other and do all that.
Once again, for the second time today, you changed my entire outlook on life. Sometimes you have to step back and appreciate things that make you happy and not always dwell in the world's bitterness.
Indeed, there is a lot of bitterness in the world.
If you can channel your bitterness into something that brings people joy, that is so much better.
Indeed.
.com, where I'm going to go back and send in my resumes later today.
They need to cut you a check too for this promo that you're giving them as well.
$1,000 plus 5 cents.
Don't spend it all at once.
Well, why should people listen to Terrorific podcast? And then I'll let you go.
People should listen to Terrorific podcast because I think it's kind of funny sometimes. So a little bit entertaining. Kind of lets you just relax, put it on while you're doing chores or driving, just have that background kind of sound. I mean, my voice may not be the most soothing or pleasant to hear, but there's probably worse voices out there. You know,
I take a beef with that. Minus 2 points for you.
Oh man,
I think your voice is one of the best things about Terrorific podcast.
Oh wow, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes.
But yeah, it's just about being entertained and having good vibes. You know, as we've discussed, the world right now is not the best in a lot of areas. So Terrorific allows you to kind of put that to the side for 45 minutes and just laugh at genitalia in horror movies.
There's many skits to check out on Terrorific social media. Go check out Brandon. Go check out Terrorific. And go check out all his terrific content there. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming here, Brandon. I'll have you back in the Wolf Cave again, and we'll talk about whatever.
That sounds good. I can't wait. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Okay. Take care. Everybody, what did we learn today? I can check on that. Warren Beatty. That's yesterday's notes. I didn't write any notes because this conversation was a complete waste of time and of no consequence. So anyway, I have to have Brandon back next time so we can talk about something of substance. Thank you. Goodbye.